Right. So yeah, so they couldn't find anything wrong. They wheeled me back upstairs. I had to explain it to my brother and my friend well, my ex girlfriend. She was my ex girlfriend at the time, but she'd come to see if I was alright. And my nephew, I had to explain it to them. Everyone agreed not to tell my mum. Even my mum's friend who rang to see how I was, everyone was like, "Don't tell my mum, because just don't tell my mum." And I was hoping, like a couple weeks, I'd be back. To this day, there's people who know me who don't know what happened because I'm not usually a social media person. So I'm not someone to put on Facebook. Had operation, got paralyzed. Not my style. Some really good friends of mine are upset because I didn't tell them for months, and we'll get into that another time. But anyway, so they told me I'll be alright. Then another MRI, really long one. A couple of days later, they said they found something tiny, nothing major. I'll be fine soon. And I was like, cool, and I was working hard, and I felt I was in denial. My best friend at the time, yeah, we don't talk anymore. He wasn't there in the slightest, so it was tricky, Paralyzed, can't walk. Had a death in the family yesterday, a year later, so it was a hard time. But after, I think it was like a couple of weeks, I thought I saw my toe wiggle. I didn't say anything until I definitely saw it wiggle. Still didn't say anything till I could do it more than once. And that's when I said to call someone to look when I did it, and then did it again so that they could see. And that's when I started getting physiotherapy and stuff, because up until that point, they more or less just left me there with my legs in the air, and that's about it, really. Then someone from a rehabilitation center, a neuro rehab center nearby, came to see me. I'd just come from physio, so he spoke to the physios, and at that time they were trying. I was standing-ish, and they were making me wobble from side to side. And when asked why, they said, "Well, when you walk, you go from side to side, so you have to keep your balance." I was like, "That makes sense." And he said to me, words I'll never forget. They told me you'd never ever walk again. So I was here to tell you that you don't need legs to have a good productive life. But it seems like you made really good progress. So I'm gonna, teach you how to walk. And I was like, they told you what? Running out of time again. So remember, recovery is possible. It's resistance is futile.